Well, hello there, my fellow rushers. How are you doing today? King Rex here, and today we're the last $7 hero in our Marines, and she's pretty much the last hero that we have to look after. So let's check her out because she is really good. We're talking about Blue Dragon.
To the danger zone.
Yeah, she is quite an OP hero if I do say so myself. She's basically like the dragon of the game because she can fly, and she flies at a ridiculous speed. Like, she's by far the fastest hero in the game, which is really nice. And she's like Mark X, where he has multiple attacks. She also has multiple attacks. She has her basic miniguns, and she also has multiple heat-seeking missiles that do quite a lot of damage. And yeah, she is pretty good, but before we get into further explanation, let's get into her abilities, starting off with Ultra Blast.
Gotcha. Bangs out. Afterburner for maximum power. Forward. Bangs out.
Yeah, this one is pretty interesting to say the least. It's probably one of the most broken abilities in this game, to be completely honest with you guys. It's really good. And basically it's a mega laser that does a lot of damage. Now, I'm not sure about the exact number of damage because, you know, there's no values or anything, but it's a lot of damage. However, the damage is proportional, meaning that if it's like 100% charged, it will do 100% of the damage. However, if it's like 50% charged, it will do 50% of the damage, and so on. And yeah, it's a pretty interesting one. But what makes it really interesting is the cooldown. It says variable. And you're thinking, what? What does the variable mean? Well, you will see what it means in a minute, but before that, let's explain the ranks for it real quick. The first rank basically gives it a 50% chance to insta-kill someone, which is really good, especially against some of the more tougher enemies. She can even insta-kill some of the smaller buildings as well, which is pretty nice. However, the thing is that the chance is also proportional to the charge, so if you want to get that 50% chance, the laser must be all the way up, which is taking quite a while. The full cooldown is like 90 seconds, which is by far the longest cooldown in the game. However, the gold rank kinda makes up for it, because basically if an enemy dies by the laser and it doesn't use the full potential of the damage, basically part of the damage, the wasted damage will go to the cooldown. But the thing is that it has a certain amount of reducement that it can go up to. It's like 25, maybe 30% at most, which, you know, it's kind of meh, but still, it's pretty useful because you can get the laser a little bit quicker now. Pretty good ability, honestly, not gonna lie, it's really good. The next one is also pretty interesting as well. I would say a little bit better. TechBot Copilot.
Engines roaring. Green on the board. Gotcha. Nice and easy. Engines roaring. Green on the board. Power. Target locked. Full throttle. Seeking bogeys. Skies are clear. Target locked. Nice and easy.
Yeah, now this one is even better. And it's mostly because she is a flying hero, as you can see, and sadly, the flying hero, since she is flying, she's in the air, she doesn't get a shield from the diplomats, which, you know, it's kind of spectacular a little bit, but that doesn't really make all that much of a difference because you have this insane heal ability. It regenerates her multiple times, and each time it's somewhere around 40% of her health, meaning that it's 80% health total, which is a crap ton of health. And it comes back every 20 seconds, so what there's not to like? It's really good. However, the ranks are a little bit iffy. The silver rank is pretty good. Basically increases her armor, and it makes her ultra resistant for 5 seconds, similar to what Going used to do. But for Blue Dragon, the difference is way bigger. Like, some of the low tier enemies, they don't even look like they're damaging her. It's really good. I really like that one, but the gold rank is a little bit more on the mech side. Basically, if she dies, which, she can die, she's not invincible or anything, but if she dies, 4 rockets, as you can see the ones that she's shooting right now, 4 of them will go and seek out random enemies, which, kinda underwhelming in a way, but whatever. It's better than nothing, I guess. And yeah, basically the rockets are her secondary attack, similar to what Mark X used to have, but in his case it was a shell, and in her case is multiple rockets. And the rockets are really good, as you can see. She is pretty decent, I'm not gonna lie, that's not that bad of an ability. And of course we can't forget about her special ability, or passive ability, sorry, Iron Eagle. Alright then, now we're getting even more armor. Really nice. I don't know, man, like, sure, her armor is pretty good, but I don't think it's, like, better than Mark X. I feel like Mark X is a little bit more tankier, but, she has a really strong heal ability, so I don't know. I don't know how to compare them when it comes down to tankiness. But it's pretty nice having extra armor. However, the ranks are even better. The silver rank basically increases her base damage against buildings, which is really useful, especially in Borealis, since you have, like, half of the enemies there are, like, take damage as a building, so that's gonna be really nice. And she can just shred portals the fastest, which is insane. Like, the portals disappear in like half a second. It's ridiculous. And then the gold rank basically makes her rockets do more damage against flying enemies, which is even better. Overall, she's really good, and the thing is that because she can fly, she can actually cheese some of the missions. And if you're not aware, well, I'm just gonna give you a couple of showcases right about now. And yeah, as you can see, it's pretty good. You can actually cheese the game. Sure, I was doing it on veteran, not on impossible mode, but still. That's like the true power of Blue Dragon. She can cheese some levels like none of the other heroes. It's really good. So yeah, unfortunately Blue Dragon, I just have to give her the rating that she deserves. And it is a 10 out of 10. Will recommend. I would say she is a little bit better than Mark X, but there's one case where Mark X may be a little bit better than her. And it is against really big crowds of enemies, because she doesn't really have all that much group damage. Sure, her damage is not bad or anything, but I find Mark X to be more efficient against crowds of enemies because of his really strong Deadly Cloud ability. And once you add up the Daredevil crew with the grenades, it makes it a lot easier. But she is really good. I would say if you're struggling on Borealis and you want to beat it on Impossible with the craziest of strategies, you need her. She can make any strategy possible. She's really good. Is she worth it the $7? I would say yes. Do you need her? No. You can beat the entire game on Impossible mode without paying a cent. Outside of the cost of the game. So yeah, well, that's about it, guys. Those are pretty much all of the heroes in Iron Marines. I will be making a tier list though, but it's gonna be coming up next week. So if you wanna see it, well, well, all right then. Yeah, I mean that's gonna do it for the video. Then there's nothing much else to say about Blue Dragon. So yeah, well, that's gonna do it for the video, guys. Thank you everybody so much for watching. I appreciate you for sticking around to the end. Subscribe if you want to see more of this content in the future. And while you're at it, drop a like on the video. It means a lot to me. And I'll see you in the next video. Until it comes, that was King Rexy. Over and out.